right, we're back again for another happy hour. It's 8 o'clock, and glad that you could join us here on Facebook. I put out earlier that we're going to have a special guest because we've got an Irish theme. It's the weekend after St. Patrick's Day, and St. Patrick's Day, because of the national pandemic that's going on, didn't seem to have the big splash that we normally do. I know I was looking forward to some green beer, so I've got some here, and Irish coffees and all that. So we're going to talk about those and how to make those and all the things that go in them. But we've got a special guest, like I said. We've got Trent Murphy here with us, and he's actually been to Ireland, and he brought some of his stuff because this is his expertise. If you want to tell us a little bit about some of the experiences you've had with some of your Irish whiskeys and all that good stuff.
First of all, thank you, Todd, because this really breaks up my day. If everybody else, I miss St. Patrick's Day and
Stuck at home.
Stuck at home. So this is just a good time, and I really enjoy the Irish whiskeys. Not that I'm an alcoholic or anything, but
Nope.
I like the Irish whiskeys, and so I brought some, and I brought Todd a bottle for him so that he can have one for his shelf here.
Yeah, you got to keep it stocked. All right, well, we've already got some green beer here, and it's just nice to get that. I'll probably be seeing green for quite a while. But we're going to start off with some Irish mules. If you've heard of the Moscow mules with vodka and ginger beer, and you put some lime in there. Well, the only difference is you use ginger beer, but instead of vodka, you use Irish whiskey. Which Irish whiskey would you recommend? We got some of these. We got some of these.
You have the good Black Bush, the Jameson. Look, you have a special one. I can't remember which one this one is.
Oh, the Jameson Stout.
Jameson Stout. I'd probably do that.
Yeah, I talked about this last night. I saw this at the liquor department there at Hy-Vee, and it's an Irish whiskey that's a stout edition, and it's actually distilled just like regular whiskey, and then aged in oak barrels. But then they do an extra step, and they let it sit in beer barrels, used beer barrels. So it's a stout edition, and I think we're gonna use that. Now, I don't really measure. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But usually about a count of 3 is about 1.5 ounces or so.
I think when I was in Ireland, they would call those jiggers.
Jiggers, there you go, yeah.
Just a jigger of whiskey, that's all. My Grandpa Murphy used to say that every once in a while. Just give me a jigger of whiskey.
Now, I think you told me your grandpa has a picture up in McGee's.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah, Andy McGee's, when he did that, he put some, we have our Murphy family next to Murphy's Law, and then we have my great-grandmother. If you go in that back area, it's a kind of a painting picture up there of my great-grandmother. So.
Cool. So go to McGee's and look for Trent's grandma. She's in there.
Oh, and also now, Renee just told me you can go to McGee's, you can go to District 36 or even Wig and Pen and buy the whole bottle now because they're selling bottles of whiskey out of their, to help move
right now.
Yep, so they're allowed to sell their bottles now. And I know they have really good wine at District 36. So
yeah, I think I've seen that. I think I seen something on McGee's where they were doing curbside, where you could get a sandwich and then a can of beer or something with it.
Yep, as long as it's closed, they can sell them now. So.
Okay.
So you don't necessarily have to run out to really place that's got a lot of people at it. You can just wait and they'll bring it right out. So.
Cool, that's good. All right, I made you a Irish mule here. It's even got a bendy straw. That's really cool. All right, there you go.
All right.
See how that is. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's got a good whiskey flavor at the end.
All right, Irish mules, green beer. We're set.
Cheers.
An Irishman works great.
I might just drink the whole thing and not even get to the rest of it.
Yeah. Well, we're going to make some coffees here. Actually, we still got a lot of time. We're going to try and do this in about 15 minutes. But we're going to make some Irish coffees. And here you have a certificate from Ireland.
Back in the day, in 2008, when we went to Ireland, did a bus tour, took my father. We went to County Limerick, where Foyne Airport, it's a city there. and that's where the original Irish whiskey was concocted, and everybody says it was Shannon Airport, and so it's kind of a big argument of where the Irish whiskey actually started. But the Float Plane Museum in Freund would say that Pan Am Float Plane 1949 was when the Irish whiskey was created at that place, and they
Or the Irish coffee?
Yep, the Irish coffee, that's where it was invented. And I can't remember the guy's name that invented it, but you can Google it and it'll tell you. So.
Probably an Irish guy.
Yep.
All right, well, we've got some special glasses here for Irish coffee. I'm going to let you do your magic here, or science. I've got some coffee there.
So the rule is you have to have really hot coffee, of course.
It's good and hot.
I won't make a full Irish coffee, and thanks to Brooke from Wig and Pen to loan me our Irish coffee mugs, because she always makes a good Irish coffee there. And I'm probably doing it wrong, Brooke, but this is the way I was taught how to do it. So
Yeah, we're not experts. We're just having fun.
this is how I was taught how to do it. And they do give you a certificate after you do it at the
cool.
original Irish coffee place.
Oh, wow.
Key is really hot coffee, 2 scoops of brown sugar. Irish brown sugar is really crystally. They do have sugar cubes that are really crystally. So usually you have to sit there and stir multiple times, because it takes a while for it to dissolve. But the key is you have to have it totally dissolved before you put the whiskey in.
Oh, okay.
So that's one of the rules, I guess. And again, in the Irish brown sugar is a lot more crystally, so it takes a little longer. So you have to sit there and stir and stir and stir.
We're doing the Ankeny brown
Yeah,
sugar.
we're gonna do the Ankeny brown sugar, and
Yep.
then it becomes pretty simple. After that, you can just choose your favorite whiskey you want to put in there. So
Cream's last, is it?
cream is last. So Todd has Black Bush, or we have some what I like is Green Spot and Yellow Spot, which we'll do a tasting later. And you can also put a little bit of Irish Mist in there, and there's a story
tell
on
us about,
Irish Mist also. So Irish Mist was the first liqueur that was ever commercially produced in Ireland. It's about 1940 something, and like I said, you can Google that too. But I think they said it's the only liqueur that has the name Irish in it from Ireland. So a lot of your other ones won't say Irish. It says it on the bottle, but it's the name of it's not Irish something. So this was from the Dukes. They lost the way to make it back in 1600, somewhere in there, during the great Earl moves, when the Earls all took off. They call it the Flight of Geese, I believe, back then. And they all took off. Well, they took the wine, or I can't remember what it was called. Oh, it's going to drive me nuts. But there was a drink that they made out of heather and some other spices, and that's what this was. And they found it from somebody coming back to Ireland, and they started at Tullamore, started making this back in the 40s, late 40s. So it's Irish Mist. It's a liqueur, but they say add the liqueur and the Irish whiskey, do a little jigger of both.
Sounds good.
So I say we'll just do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, there you go.
So add just a little bit of the Irish Mist, and then what do you think?
Do
Some Black Bush?
There you
Bushmills?
go. Yep. There you go.
Right. Tad of Bushmills.
Okay. Count of 3, right?
Yep.
Maybe 4 or 5. There we go.
I think in this case it's going to be more whiskey and less coffee.
Oh yeah, we put some mist in there too, so we
Yeah,
got
we
plenty
put
of
mist
alcohol.
in there. We got plenty of that in there.
Well, if it's too much, we'll just make another one after we finish that.
And so we're going to kind of break from tradition, because you should have heavy whipped cream.
Oh yes.
You pour it on the back of the spoon, so then it makes a nice heavy whipped cream on there. But I think instead we're going to do the Baileys
Got some Baileys.
on the top. And if we do it right, it might float on the top, but it might not. But the whipped cream does, or the heavy cream does. So, and that pretty much is your total Irish whiskey. It's just not spreading out. Okay, fans, we're sorry. It's dropping to the bottom. See, it should stay on the top. So our Bailey's did not do what it's supposed to do.
It's the Ankeny coffee.
Yep. So I think we'll just go ahead and just add the Bailey's to the other one instead of doing it the other way.
There's
And if you could imagine the
all right.
white frothy top that you're supposed to
Oh
be drinking.
yeah, it's just like a hot chocolate.
Cheers,
Cheers.
yes.
All right. That's really good.
I say it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's really
I'm gonna
good.
be up bouncing off the walls all night, but
Yeah. Well, after you finish the Irish Mule and the all that coffee,
Mhm.
I didn't use decaf. I never used
Oh.
decaf.
yeah. Why would you use decaf in coffee? I don't.
I don't know.
Seems kind of counterintuitive to me, but
All right, cool. All right, so we've got a couple of different whiskeys. If you want to tell us a little bit about those.
so we already talked about the Irish Mist. Look that up; it's a good story. The other one, if you want to try that one, Todd, the Writer's Tears.
This one here.
Yeah, so this one was a gift from Troy Bowman and Terry
Oh, another
Goins.
Rotarian, right?
Yes, another Rotarian.
Another Rotarian. Oh, I guess I didn't say it. Trent, I met Trent through Rotary in Ankeny, so we're both fellow Rotarians. So there you go. All right, we've got some little taster cups here. So this is Writer's Tears.
Writer's Tears. And what like I said, it was a gift from Terry Goins and Troy Bowman. And I never had tasted before, but the story is Writer's Tears are where they got the name is that writers in Ireland would drink so much when they write, because they're always telling a story,
Yeah.
that they would literally cry. When they cried, their tears were whiskey.
You probably wrote some good stories.
Yes.
All right, yeah, help yourself there. You want
Oh,
here,
yeah.
I'll give you that one. All right, this should kill anything.
And this one isn't a bad price. It's like $40 like at Hy-Vee.
That's not too bad.
But it's a nice smooth.
Wow, that's really good.
Yeah, it's just a smooth, not too.
It doesn't kick you down or anything. Let's see, 40% alcohol, so it's 80 proof.
And I can't remember what the Irish Mist is, but it's
Product
I
of Ireland, the Irish liqueur, Irish mist.
think it's on the other side.
39%, so pretty close.
Yep.
78 proof.
Even though they say it's a liqueur,
With a kick.
it's got a kick to it. Yes.
All right, so what else we got here?
Another Rotarian, Jim Goki, and a few of us went on a chamber trip to Ireland the second time as a chamber.
See, the Rotarians in Ankeny, it's a fun group.
It's a great group.
Have a lot
You
of fun.
should join.
Yeah. you
And
should
so
try.
when we were over there, we were introduced to this whiskey. It's called Green Spot, and Green Spot is like almost all the Irish whiskey. It's single pot, copper, malt, barley, or however they do it there.
These two here.
And when they made that, the reason it's called Green Spot was because they would take a paint and spot the barrels for the years that they did it.
Okay, each year would have a.
And so green spot, yellow spot. I think there was a blue spot, and so the yellow spot and the green spot were the only two that took on. And green spot, if you've not had green spot, go to McGee's, buy one of theirs, or go to Hy-Vee. I don't know if they have it in Hy-Vee.
Hy-Vee has usually a pretty good
They usually have a good selection.
So which
Whatever-
one should we try first?
You have to try the green spot first because
Okay.
its older brother is yellow spot. So Jim Goki can attest that we started drinking that. Dave Mercer, another Rotarian.
Oh yeah, there's another.
At the Rotary auction, which will be in October, I believe, right?
Yeah, it's October
The
now.
Rotary auction, I bought a trip to Canada with Jim and David giving that out,
Oh,
and so I took this as my gift, and I think they've been drinking it ever since.
okay.
So this is my favorite Irish whiskey is Green Spot.
This is okay. Yeah.
It's kind of have a honey flavor
Mhm.
finish to it. I guess you could two more do would be
Oh, this is good.
the other side to it. I actually like mine on the rocks. I like
Mhm.
a piece of ice in it. It waters it down a little bit, but But once you start drinking Green
Just
Spot,
drinking it
people-
like that.
Oh yeah, just neat.
Yep.
Green Spot neat is
Just sit around and sip it and sip some more.
the second one is Yellow Spot, which is a 12-year, and like I said, it's kind of Green Spot's older brother. It's a little stronger, a little more complex. Again, they put it in oak barrels, so like American oak, and then they would wine barrels.
Oh, really?
Yes, they always say in
American
you have to
oak.
have American oak is the barrels they want.
And this one's quite a bit older, 16 or 12. 12, age 12 years.
And I think in Ireland they say a minimum of 12, so it might be longer.
Wow.
It might be. And I think Green Spot's minimum of 3 is what they say you have to be an Irish whiskey. But again, I'm sure everybody will check on the internet and see if I'm correct or not.
Okay, just so you know, I've washed my hands like 3 times in the last hour or so.
And if you don't carry one of these around,
Yeah, there you go.
my hands are chapped from putting this on so many times.
Well, I've heard when you run out of the hand sanitizer, you just fill it with vodka, right? There you go.
I think that's what the Russians do.
Yeah, you're set.
So this is Yellow Spot.
Yellow Spot, yeah, this is the...
So I brought these bottles for Todd to choose one, or you can have both of them. So because
Oh,
I have
geez.
a lot of them at home. So
I'm going to have a lot of friends over.
yes.
I can tell the difference.
And it's just
It's smoother and thicker,
it's
but
smoother.
it's got a bolder taste, especially the aftertaste.
Yeah, you can feel the burn. So Green Spot's smooth. It doesn't. But
Right in your
Yellow
chest.
Spot. Oh yeah, Yellow Spot. I think if you just drink that a shot every day, you
Oh,
probably won't
yeah.
have anything. And
Well, if I had my choice, it would be this one.
that's yours then.
Oh, thank you.
This is your gift.
This is on Christmas, right?
Yeah.
But no, this is cool.
And you know these 2 bottles, if you're trying to price out your Irish whiskeys and stuff, I wish I could tell you what the Irish Mist was, but I bought that probably 15 years ago, so it's probably expired, but it's still really good. And Green Spot's probably about $60 a bottle, and Yellow Spot's probably $70. But it lasts forever because it's a nice, just sipping whiskey. It's not like you're gonna dump it in every drink you have.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Now you had this last one, and it was had the peated smoke kind of taste to it.
yeah, it comes in this box, Connemara, from Connemara County, I think.
Okay.
I don't know if you can get this here.
Is it okay if I try it?
Yes, actually, because I don't drink it, so I keep it around for my friends that say, "Hey, I want a real Irish whiskey." I brought it back from Ireland in 2008, and it's a very, very peaty. And I don't know if you know what peat is, but it's an earthy, mossy, and they use it.
Smoke?
They keep their houses heated, and it's a smoky, just a really complex Irish whiskey. So. And again, I don't know if you can get it here. I brought it back from Ireland back in 2008. They probably can now. You couldn't.
I
back
can
then.
taste the peat smoke in it.
Yeah,
At
it's
first I can't. Now I really can, because it has that after kind of smoky flavor.
yeah. The name says it's going to stay with you. Is what it
Yeah, it
says.
does.
But Connemara is again, if you like a really complex, bold, hang with you for a while kind of taste, that's the one you want.
Yeah, it's still there.
So tell me, are you a fan of it?
I haven't decided yet.
I'm gonna keep. I'll keep it in my basement as a. Everybody wants a real Irish taste. This is right out of
It's certainly different. Now,
the ground.
is this highly expensive?
You know, I think I looked it up online, and I think it's 60 somewhere in there.
Okay.
But again, I don't know if you can get it in the U.S. So again, go online, check it out. I saw it online before I got here, but it's been sitting in my basement, and that's what I give to people when they come over and they say, I want something really Irish. So that's about as Irish, peaty, earthy as you can get.
Sure. All right. Well, I think we're just about done here. We've been doing a 20-minute happy hour. I know it's for a whole hour, but I don't think we would. I think we'd get kind of bored for a
I think
whole-
we get to finish all these.
Yeah,
topics.
we got an hour to finish all these, but hopefully you're joining us online with a drink of your own, or you're on your second drink. Hopefully you've seen some of the past videos. or tuned in with us while we're all still on lockdown, locked in our homes, and no sports, no activities really for the kids. This is an opportunity after 8 o'clock to just maybe have some camaraderie and have some drinks and learn a few different things.
Wind down.
Yeah,
So,
wind down.
thank you for
Oh, you
inviting
bet.
me, because I've been kind of watching these, and then all of a sudden I got an instant message last night saying, "Do you want to do an Irish one?" I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
why wouldn't I?"
Well,
So
cool. There's been some people that said they've got some IPAs. I'd like to do that. I keep talking about Manhattans because I really like Manhattans, and there's so much to do. We'll probably do that. So there's a lot of different things if you like to learn to make some drinks. And I'm no expert at it. I just kind of like to experiment and play around and see what tastes good. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and tune out. Thanks for coming out tonight. And we even talked about maybe we'll go to somebody else's man cave for one of these and check out what they have, which would be kind of fun.
and we'll do a deep cleaning prior to that.
Yeah, so deep clean, get out the sprayer and everything, make sure it's all sanitized and sanitary. Because I know I've been cleaning this down here quite a bit because we had some construction and all that type of stuff. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. And oh, I do have to say one thing. Happy birthday to my brother. It's his half birthday. So now I think he's 57 and a half or something like that with his half thing. And then my little brother, happy birthday. I think his birthday was either today or yesterday or tomorrow, one of those things. And he's 54. So happy birthday, you old guys.
So they're all your older brothers, right?
Well, one's younger.
No,
So-
they're all your older brothers.
yeah, they're all older brothers. I'm 39 again. And stay thirsty, and we'll probably see you again. Thanks.
Thanks.